So where are we? Hello, boy.
I'll say it again. You started talking before the recording started. We're at the Carolina Aquatic Expo here in Fort Milll, South Carolina. No, my office. Hi, I'm Brandy. We're here at the Carolina Aquatic Expo in Fort Milll, South Carolina. This show has saltwater, freshwater, reptiles, amphibians, pretty much any kind of animal that you could possibly consider that's not a mammal is going to be inside this building. Let's go check it out. So right through here we have the raffle. Lots of really cool artwork and pieces of different types of aquarium supplies. They do a really good job here of making sure that your kids are going to have some stuff to do. Or maybe if you're an adult and you just want to be a princess.
You're always a princess.
I am a princess. So they've got this photo booth, and I think they've got passes for your kids. They got some face paintings. So if you want to come and play with aquarium things, but keep your kids entertained, they've figured it all out. So this year we have a full lineup of speakers here at the show. So we walk in directly into the coral vendor section. The lights are off, so that way the coral lights really allow you to see the colors of the coral in the way that you would see them in your tank. So there are a ton of vendors here with an amazing selection of corals. As we walk around, you can see Euphilia, you can see incredible scolies. I saw some Heliofungia that are some amazing unique colors. Some of the vendors are local to the area, and they're people from as far away as Ohio here. So as soon as I walked in, this setup caught my attention immediately. So I came over and started talking to Karen and to figure out what the heck is going on over here. Can you tell us a little bit about these tubs you have?
Sure. So I have two types of algae today. The algae is really special. It's from the Great Salt Lake. Its name is Dunaliella. I have a graph, which I hope I will give you, but I spent about 2 years after my PhD studying just Dunaliella. It's incredibly fatty. And our Dunaliella is the fattiest of all Dunaliella, and if you were thinking about Nanochloropsis as an algae, it would literally be like way out here in terms of fat. So
oh, wow.
It's not even on the charts of normal algae, and the reason is because it's from the Great Salt Lake. So our algae is incredibly salty. So this is about double to triple the salinity of a coral tank.
Okay.
And what's nice about this is you could leave it out in your backyard. You could fertilize it with wastewater from your fish that has high nitrogen, high phosphorus, and it would continue to grow and bubble. So it's really like a self-sustaining system. It's what we use to grow our brine shrimp in as well. So it is the natural feed for brine shrimp, which lets us grow bigger brine shrimp than you've probably ever seen in your life. I can turn off the
They are pretty big.
So if you see in the video, there's egg sacs on the mamas, and the dads have mustaches. Sometimes they ride together. The dads are like little engines for the mamas. And those egg sacs are what make the cysts that probably most of you are used to hatching for your baby fish and what have you. But you're probably not going to see that without this Dunaliella. Most people who try to feed Nanochloropsis to brine shrimp, it just doesn't work. They really both live together in the Great Salt Lake and have for eons, and they're made for each other and really Nothing else does it.
So it's really a symbiotic relationship.
It is, and it's pretty unique, and that's kind of what we sell here. So we have 2 flavors. This is our green algae. That
Flavors.
one in the summertime turns bright yellow.
Oh, nice.
So we fertilized it yesterday. It looks green now, but if it can literally be out in 100-degree heat, and it loves it. It makes orange as a type of sunscreen. It makes beta-carotene for sunscreen.
Awesome.
So that's actually really good for your corals in the heat and direct sunlight. So that's what we got going on. We have a website. We're on Instagram.
What do you use to fertilize it?
You can use, because it's such a high salinity, you can use anything. You
Oh,
can
okay.
use like your fish poop. You can use,
Your dog poop?
strangely enough, you could. It's just not high enough in nitrogen.
Ah,
Mammal
it's not
poop
good enough.
is
Okay.
very high in phosphorus.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would not recommend that. But
Okay.
and obviously you want to worry about contaminating your tank
Yeah,
with other kinds of poop. But fish poop will do great.
So stick to the fish poop.
Yeah, stick to your
Awesome.
nastier water. The one thing I will say is when we sell it to you, and I will send a little mailer when I do sell it to you, but the only thing that kills it is fresh water. So like literally when I was researching every antibiotic, it didn't die. It literally, every pesticide would not kill it, but fresh water will kill it instantaneously. Yeah, I'm based out of Apex. Where are you all from?
So we're kind of all over. But if someone wanted to buy this, where would they go?
Oh, you can go to my website. I'm also at stores around Raleigh, so there's Aquarium Outfitters in Raleigh. The website is DemeterBioscience.com.
And you're located in Raleigh?
I'm located in Raleigh.
So after you make it through the dark room of all the saltwater animals, you come into this lit room of freshwater fish. There's reptiles, there's amphibians, there's just about anything you can possibly imagine over here, even some insects. All right, so this is always a big hit for my kiddo. Why do you like this booth so much?
I like axolotls.
You like axolotls. What do you like about axolotls? They're cute. What do you know about axolotls? So this is always the booth that my kiddo wants to hit up every time we come to this show. He is in love with the axolotls, and they have such a huge variety of beautiful, healthy guys. It's impressive. Not to mention all the other merchandise that they have that's axolotl related. I'm here with Sabu at the Carolina Aquatic Expo, and we have spent the entire day here in this convention center, and I'm curious, what has the day been like for you?
Oh wow, what an amazing day. And I think it's a great thing to be able to do something like this for the hobby and showcase things that some people might not normally see.
How long has this show been going on?
So I've been doing shows since 2019, and originally we did it through the local freshwater club, and as we grew out of that, I started Carolina Aquatic Expo in 2020. That's where this is.
Hi everybody, we are here with Tristan, one of the media creators for the Carolina Aquatic Expo, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about how the show's been going so far.
Wanted to be a little bit closer to their freshwater source, so we kind of did that here. And overall, the show has been fantastic. There was a line out the door. A lot of people, a lot of folks came through today, so I want to say this is a great show, and this size works perfectly good for us for the fall.
That's awesome.
Yep.
What do you think is going to be at the spring show?
Our spring show is going to be a bit different this year. First off, it's going to be a 2-day show. The first time in Carolina history, North Carolina history, for a 2-day show. It's going to be a fresh and saltwater show, but we've also invited a lot of our fans in the reptile and exotic pet industry as well. For folks, that show, and I keep referring to it as a show instead of really an expo or kind of a for sale event. And the reason for that is I've always envisioned a show as being a place where customers can go and actually see a show, right? Have a reason to go other than just shopping, Actual shows scheduled out throughout the day on both Saturday and Sunday. And they're going to be about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. They're going to have a couple of different things. Some things for the kids, some things for the grown-ups. One of our acts next year.
One
of our acts next year, is actually going to be a group of performers from Hawaii.
Oh, cool.
Right. And they're actually collectors. We have some performers from Bali, Indonesia as well that are going to be performing. There's going to be some cool things with fire, some cool things with knives. And overall, a lot of fun for a good 30-minute show. And we want folks to stick around to see these shows, and hear those speakers and have that experience of.
That sounds absolutely incredible. It
Yeah.
sounds almost more like a festival or a fair than.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we are partnering with Sustainable Reef, Grace Romano. from the Reef Farm is working with us, Carolina Aquatic Expo. This show here was Sabu Yamamoto, and I'm from TRC Aquatics. So each of us, we got together because putting on a show is really, really hard. Each of us have really great skills, right? You know, I'm in marketing. I know a lot about marketing. I know a lot about graphic design, and I'm that guy. Grace is an industry powerhouse. She knows everyone, right? Sabu has the saltwater and the freshwater area here, especially on lock.
Yeah.
You know, we have been traveling around the country, going to aqua shelters, reefapaloozas, meeting some of our partners, and we have some amazing support from folks like Reef Nutrition, right? So Chad, big shout out to Chad. Thank you so much for supporting us for this show and also for our show next year. We have CChem, right? They're supporting us as well. So a lot of big aquarium partners, Francois Neo, right? Right here. It's something that we want to happen. So next year's show schedule is going to be a bit different, pulling people from all over the country. You're going to see some cool things happen very, very soon, and we're looking forward to that. So.
Where would someone go to find information about the show coming up in June?
So the show coming up in June is you're going to go to theaquaticexpo.com. June 9th, 2023 is when we're targeting that weekend, and we're looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure all those links are in the bottom of the YouTube video. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, happy reefing and freshwater
Yep.
and reptiles.
And reptiles, and thank you for letting TRC put a little color in your glass box.
Oh, I like that. Bye, guys.
What next?
What's next? The melting pot. Dinner. No?